Regan Slaymaker for International Boxing News, and I have the pleasure to be joined by Shauna O'Keefe. I mean, it's fight week, and we're very impromptu interview at your flat, mate. How are you?
I'm really good. How are you, Regan?
I'm very well, thank you. As I said, it's fight week. We'll talk about your fight in a minute, but how has camp gone ahead of your second professional fight?
Camp has actually gone amazing. Everything's kind of like fell into place at the right time. Sparring's been going really well. Prep has been going really well. Weight is obviously down, as you can see. My jaws are just gone in. But yeah, everything's been really, really good. I can't complain.
Perfect, mate. I'm very glad to hear it. I do want to touch on your professional debut as well. York Hall, I think, on the Mark Pryor show as well, against a tough girl in Vida Masikoate. I think I've said her name right there as well. But how was it to kind of finally get the ring rust off and have your professional debut?
Professional debut was good. I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I would. That's why I think I'm more excited for this one. I feel like I need a do-over because even though they say like the preparation all outside the ring with training and everything, getting into that like York Hall and before the ring walk and all of that, I don't think you're actually properly prepped for that, and I wasn't, because I can tell you straight out, I got stage fright. I think I had an outer body experience and my body took over. Don't even know what happened. I had to rewatch the whole lot of it. So I think that's why I've kind of nailed down everything in regards to preparation for this one. Like, I'm bringing in my S&C coach to do flexibility and mobility, to do a proper warm-up plan, make sure everything is done mentally and physically to prepare me before the fight. And yeah, I'm more excited for this one than what it was for my pro debut. Obviously, with going home and having my family and my friends and like everyone all over Ireland there, it's going to be just amazing.
It definitely is, mate. We'll get onto that in a minute as well. But the opponent Masikoate as well, she fought a lot of good girls. And very recently, obviously, you've been doing some rounds with Caroline Dubois. She fought her. Natasha Jonas, she fought as well. I mean, tough girl, but you got a very clear decision win as well.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie, it was a big gamble. I'm lucky I'm the fighter that I am. I was able to pull it out of the bag no matter what kind of fight I get into. I can always bite down the gum shields and I can always get through it. That's one thing that we know about me. But yeah, at the end of the day, it was a gamble. I did 6-2s for my first one. It was a tough one, but I got the W, which is the main one. I didn't do it in style. I would have liked to have done it a bit better, but I still got the W, and now I'm ranked 19 in the world, which is massive. So yeah, I'm actually over the moon with it, yeah.
You should be. Obviously, now we'll jump onto it. You're fighting on Saturday, back in Galway, back in Ireland as well. I mean, you just mentioned they're buzzing for this one, mate.
Yeah, the buzz and like the noise that's been made about me coming home in the last like 5 weeks has just been electric, and that's no word of a lie. I can't wait to just get in and showcase what I've been learning and putting together with myself and Kevin over the last couple of weeks. Like there when I came back over, so obviously the fight in February got cancelled and there was preparations going since Christmas for this one. I went home and I took a week out and I reset, and it's probably the best thing that I've done in the last 5 weeks of camp. I mean, the fine tuning that has happened, and it's all just come literally at the perfect time for fight week. Definitely.
So why is it important for you to kind of have that homecoming fight so soon? Obviously, we've seen fighters kind of come over here and then wait a little while till they go back to where kind of they hail out from as well. But why is it important to have this homecoming fight so soon?
For me, it's important because at the end of the day, I'm an Irish fighter. I'm from Ireland. So where it's most important to build a support system, to build fans, as they say, is my home soil, and that's where I want to make it. I want to make loads of noise in Ireland. I want to be the one that's going to fly the tricolour flag for my country and do it loud and proud. And what better weekend to be doing it is on Paddy's weekend. Like there is definitely no better weekend. From September when I came over here, and obviously you got talking to TM14 about getting on their show, I said whatever they do, I have to get an Ireland show. I have to get on an Ireland a show in Ireland, and they made it. We got March the 16th, which is 5 days away.
And also, we were just talking a bit off camera as well, mate. Obviously, you got an idea of an opponent. She just fought Harley Whitwell as well.
Yeah, Angelique Olays. I'm really sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Yeah, she's a Polish girl. She's not a bad girl. She's really good defence, good at movement. She's quite durable. Yeah, she fought Harley Whitwell 4 weeks ago and the fight went the distance. Well, got stopped in the last 30 seconds of the last round. And I've been sparring Harley. Harley's a great girl. But sparring Harley gives me a really good indication of where it's going to go on Saturday night.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing it as well. And also back to the debut. Heard you sold a fair few tickets on your debut as well, mate. And also for that second fight that was unfortunately cancelled as well. But expecting a big crowd here in Ireland on Saturday.
Oh yes, we are. I'm not even going to lie to you, the amount of tickets I had sold and the crowd I had coming over from Ireland for York Hall February the 3rd was amazing. But they all still came over. We still had a great weekend, which was good. But yeah, we have a really good crowd coming from Ireland. I can tell you straight out, Salt Hill is going to be absolutely lifted.
Perfect. Well, we look forward to seeing that one, mate. Though I do want to touch on one thing, kind of that yourself and Kev talked to me about when we were in the gym once, is that you want to be mandatory for the European lightweight title before the end of the year. I mean, that's going to be a massive achievement if done, and I'm sure you'll be able to achieve it. But why was that obviously a very ambitious goal, very achievable for you?
If you look at the way I'm moving already, right? So I did want this fight, this second fight to be an 8-rounder, but the opponent wouldn't take it, so we're going for a 6. For the way I started at a 6-rounder and I'm ranked 19 in the world already, I go through these opponents the way I can go through them and go through the rounds the way I can. My preparation through this camp was 8 and 10 rounds of sparring. I eat the 2 minutes, and that is no word of lie. I have no issue with moving as quickly as possible. I would love nothing more to be mandatory and made get a shot at the European title by 4 fights, and I've said this since I turned over in September, and I have there's no reason why it can't happen. With Rhiannon, sorry if that's pronounced wrong as well, with Rhiannon Dixon fighting for the I think it's the WBO world title in April. She wins, it vacates, there you go. Whoever's up for the European title, I want them, and that is no word of a lie. I want them.
Definitely, I do. You just touched on it there. Obviously, you said you eat through the 2 minute rounds. There's a lot of debate going on about kind of the 10 to 12 3-minute debate. Where do you stand on that? Because I was speaking to Chantal Cameron the other day. She said if the women's code want to be paid equally to the men, that's kind of the next step for it. That's one argument. The WBC clearly have another argument. What's your opinion on it?
So you have to be very careful with what you're going to say after this, because you're going to get a bit of backlash, but I'm going to give my honest opinion. I have watched, so all my years I've been watching. So the biggest names obviously was Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano. Katie Taylor and Amanda Serrano in 10-2s was absolutely phenomenal. It was an unbelievable fight, okay? And then Amanda Serrano and I think it's Nicola Cruiser, what's her name?
Erica Cruz,
sorry, there you go. That was 10-2s as well, and that was just unbelievable. 1,900 punches Amanda Serrano threw in 10-2s. It was just an outright war, right? And then you seen Amanda Serrano go on to 12 threes. If you're someone that watched the 12 threes and you disagree, it was the most boring fight. I turned it off after 6, which is so shocking because Amanda Serrano is a really exciting fighter to watch, but the minute you changed her to the threes, it just flatlined. The excitement was gone. And that's why people love the females. The females just go out and it's literally all or nothing for 2-minute rounds. But that isn't going to happen if you change the threes. That's 1. And 2, scientifically, just throwing science in there, women actually need a 1.5-minute break when they do 3 minutes. So what are they going to do? Change 3 minutes and give a 1.5-minute break? No. Leave it at 10-2s because it works perfectly. And even if they have to, if they want to equalise it, change it to 12-2s. We'd be perfectly fine doing that.
Definitely, I think if anyone wants my 10 pence, not that they do, I definitely think the 12-2s is going to be the way forward. But again, Amanda, I still want to interview you afterwards. Don't hate me, please.
Yeah, Amanda's wrong. It's still unbelievable.
She definitely is as well. I really hope now that, I think if Chantal Cameron doesn't, if Katie Taylor doesn't fight, I think the perfect fight, I don't know what your opinion is, Katie Taylor, Amanda Serrano too.
It is 100%, but Amanda Serrano is adamant she's not going back down to 10-2, so I don't see it happening.
Oh, it's a shame.
It is a shame. It definitely should happen. The last one with the 2 of them was unbelievable. We've seen a massive, courageous fighter in Katie Taylor. Katie Taylor bit down the gum shields, and I mean, she gave it absolutely everything. But seeing that again, would you like to see it again? That's the other thing. I just don't know, does Katie Taylor have it in her? And I don't know, does Amanda Serrano have it in her? She's after slowing down in the 12-3. So it would be very interesting actually to see the 2 of them again.
It definitely would, and I really hope that's made. I do want to touch on, we've spoken about Katie Taylor a lot there, I want to talk about the rise of Irish boxing. Obviously, I was saying this to Conor Wallace as well the other day. There's Irish boxing kind of crying out for that that headline kind of attraction again. Obviously, Katie Taylor's still there, but she's coming towards the tail end of her career now. Obviously, you got yourself, you got Lewis Crocker, Paddy Donovan, Podrick McCrory just went over to America. Obviously, didn't get the result, but kind of it's a really exciting times where all you guys are going to be fighting for that kind of headline position in Ireland soon.
Yeah, 2 years' time, I believe there's no reason why I can't be headlining for a world title shot. No reason why. I would love if it was in Semple Stadium, as I'm from Tipperary. But even if we got it in Dublin, like all Eddie Ahern is saying that he needs to find the next name that's going to fill the stadiums, or who's going to be the next Katie Taylor. There's never going to be a next Katie Taylor. It's going to be the next name. And I believe Shauna O'Keefe is the next one that's going to fill the stadiums in Ireland. Mark my words, 100%. And yes, Irish boxing is on the up. I think it's been crying out for it for a long time. But you know what I'd love to see? I'd love nothing more to see more females turn over in Ireland and start to bring more of a hype. There's probably only like a handful of females in Ireland, and there should be more. The Irish team is full of girls, so depending if some of them qualify or if they don't, turn over, because we've exceptional talent in women in Ireland. They just need to kind of take that leap, believe in themselves and just do it.
Definitely, we've spoken about this before, but I do want to ask about it again. You posted it again, the photo of you. I think obviously you're the last amateur fight for Katie Taylor in Ireland. I think that's right as well. And you just mentioned there kind of the inspiration that Katie Taylor is still having as well, and encouraging that next generation. Obviously, you're a part of that as well. Kind of how nice is it, and how important is it to kind of see kind of this new crop, including yourself, coming through into boxing, let alone to professional, into the amateurs as well? It
is amazing, I have to say, but you know what I've noticed that is lacking is the people that are going on, they're not bringing on, if you get me. So like the way I am now, so obviously I'm following the girls in the Olympic qualifiers and stuff because they are my old teammates. So I'll big them up and I'll message them, but I'll constantly stay in touch with all these girls that you'd like to I'm paving a pathway for these women as they are doing for other generations, so on and so forth. I want them to come along. I want them to do exactly what I'm doing. It took me years to get to where I am, but I didn't do it without their help. So I want to help them along, if you get me. So the likes of like the world champions that are around, the advice I give to people, give back to others, like prospects like us. Give them kind of the push and the bit of momentum and the pat in the back that they may need to bring them on, because that's where it matters. We all grow better when we grow together, and that's just the way I see it.
You definitely do, and obviously shout out to all of those amateur boxers kind of in the Olympic qualifiers as well, and I can't wait for this next Olympic cycle. It's going to be great. Shauna, that was kind of my final topic point, but now I'm going to give kind of you the floor to say any kind of final words to maybe your sponsors or kind of to everyone going to see your fight in Galway on Saturday. I'd
like to say a huge thanks to my sponsors. So I'm wearing one of them. It's Comida. It's a pharmaceutical company in Clonmel. None of this would be possible without them. Peter Foran, engineering, Emigrants Rest, my woman, Catherine Ryan, she's my marketing guru back home. None of it would have been possible. And obviously, of course, the main man, Kevin Mitchell. None of this would be possible without the time and the countless hours of work that man puts into me. And I'm looking forward to the future. Mark my words. As I say to the camera right now, I will be European champion by 2024, and I will be fighting for some sort of world title by next year. Thank you.
Well, we look forward to seeing it. Shauna O'Keefe, thank you very much, mate, and best of luck on Saturday.
Thank you.
Cheers.